The shot is Carolina. Hey, what do you say?
Talkin Sauce, episode 74.
7-4.
Back at it again. Another week.
Keep it
Another
going.
week.
Taking over the game, dude.
No
Another
stopping.
week, another pod.
The best one out, if in my unbiased opinion. You know,
Right now.
Right now. And kind of forever, you know.
There's a
We
lot of
just
good.
started. It's the best one out.
There's a lot of good podcasts out there. They're all
Nothing's
shittier
happened.
than ours.
Oh, you're saying like ours in general is the best one out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our
I thought you
podcast
meant.
is
I
the
thought you
best.
meant 74 is going to be the best one we've done. I'm like, we just started.
Did I already have a good feeling about it, dude? Each one is better than the last one, you know?
I mean, well, that's true. That's actually not true.
All we do
It
is
wavers.
improve. All
goes
we
back
do
and
is
forth.
improve.
Well,
I don't think we've taken a step back yet.
Just like it's sex.
Yeah, exactly. Never a bad time.
Well,
Never a bad time.
for us.
maybe for
For
you.
us. I tell you who is having a bad time, dude. Cody with 4 holes in his head.
For
You know
real.
what I'm saying? Good. Not going all the way to sleep and just feeling every second of getting bones pulled out of bone, basically.
They were
you know what
they
I
were
mean?
just like, yo, Cody, you should be a lot more knocked out, but you're not. We're just gonna go ahead.
You're just knocked out enough that you can't talk. So I get we're gonna assume that you're good. And then just started going to town with pliers,
He's
dude.
got tears like rolling down his face, but he's
Yeah.
not saying anything.
Yeah. Unblinking, just
Brutal.
That's rough.
he has a
Cody
vendetta
got his
against
wisdom
his
teeth taken
just
out, so he's
Yep.
fucked.
out there with just cheek full of tissue, you know,
Yeah.
For real.
bleeding. So good luck to Cody, dude.
What's up, Cody, dude?
having a rough start to the weekend. Dylan
Yeah.
bringing the food back around.
What you eating, bro?
Always.
Roar, roar, roar.
4-piece Supremes.
Holy shit! Did
Dude.
someone score a hat trick last night?
Fucking
Dude, that's gonna conflict with our Cookout sponsorship, dude. They're not gonna be cool with you showing
What's a
up.
power play on bugging?
it's all good. It's all good. We still got Sour Patch Kids, so
Yeah.
I think we'll
Say it's going to
We'll be doing
conflict with our
fine.
Chick-fil-A
our
sponsorship.
Cookout
Cookout.
sponsorship,
Our
dude.
Cookout- I was gonna say,
Yeah.
'cause The Canes are sponsored by both, dude.
I know. The fried chicken's combining, dude, but no, we can't. You know, Cookout and Bojangles have long-standing beef for the best restaurant in NC, dude.
Mad
The
beef.
best-
Which
Which one's
Sullivan's
better?
be damned.
Which one's better?
Ooh, I mean, convenience. You got to go Cookout, right? Just
Convenient.
like,
In price,
I
guess, but-
wait. Convenience in terms of what?
just like availability all the time. You know what I mean? Like if I wake
Okay.
up in the morning, I want Bojangles. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
But if it's 2 a.m., I'm like,
is that not completely offset by the fact that when you show up, especially the later you show up, the longer the fucking line is, geographically dependent, but more often than not. the
Oh, I mean, yeah,
longer-
you hitting those. Their prime hours are between midnight and 2 a.m. for sure.
So is that
All the
not
drunk folks.
somewhat? Isn't that not somewhat fucked?
it is a little bit, you know. But I don't know if you've ever been to a Bojangles at like 12 o'clock on a weekend, dude. That line, they're packing lines out down the highways and shit, dude. It's a real tough decision. You
I
know?
mean, I'm saying Bojangles just based on overall quality of
yeah,
the
you know what I'm
meal.
saying? That's probably fair. I'd say their chicken's probably better than most of the actual food at Cookout. Yeah.
Cookout and I, we have a storied past. You know, I'll go there every now. and
I
then,
forgot. Yeah, you used to.
Got-
You quit eating it for a while.
I
dude.
straight up for like a year and a half, I
True.
never ate Cookout
Yeah.
because I had one bad experience and just
Dude,
like
you were like dipping burgers and milkshakes and
dipping
shit.
burgers in my fries.
You were
bro.
asking for it, really.
I was.
Talking
Hey man, I did it for like 2 months and I was
You were
fine.
abusing it. You were abusing Cookout. There's a whole different
Yeah.
story here.
You weren't just like, this burger's good. You're
Don't
gonna
act like
booger
they
the
gave
fucking
you a bad
milkshake,
experience, dude. You
Well, they
gave them
did.
a bad experience.
They did.
Dude, you got to take the ranch. You got to put it into your vanilla milkshake, and then you got to take the burger behind it. Stir that together.
I don't fuck with ranch like that though.
Only in
You
a
gotta
milkshake.
scrape the mayonnaise off your burger into the
Yeah.
milkshake.
Now, bacon ranch wrap from Cookout, I'll fucking
That's
kill
fire.
those. I'll
That's
destroy
fire, dude.
those, dude.
See,
That
I
is-
guess obviously in terms of options, Cookout has many more options.
Sure, but
There
it's
is,
like
it's just Bojangles is just fried chicken in a couple different forms. You know
Biscuits.
Biscuits.
what I mean? Biscuits, but it's like
Sweet
fried.
tea. They're sweet
That's
teas.
sweet tea.
but-
See, I'm not a huge sweet tea guy, so
I'm
like,
not a
a
huge
big
sweet tea
cheerwine
guy,
though,
but-
you know
but
what I
their
mean?
sweet tea is balling.
Cherry wine is so ass.
I mean, hey, it ain't for everybody. You know what I'm saying? And I can respect that, but I'm, some days
But
I'm
you
just
like
let
you
me
may
get
not be a sweet tea guy, but you love a good sweet tea.
me.
Yeah.
Nah, I mean, not really. I like never drink sweet tea, dude. Almost never.
So you go to Bojangles, you don't get sweet tea?
Nope, just get a Coke.
See, like
Coke or
I'm not
Dr.
a big
Pepper.
sweet tea guy, but like I get sweet tea. Like
See, I can't do it. It's
getting
all from
Bojangles
when I
on
was a
first, dude.
child. My mom had a cup of what I thought was Coca-Cola, and I went full on just, and it was all sweet tea, and I was just not ready for that.
so you both have like these
We-
scarring experiences.
Yeah.
See, mine was very similar, a little more tragic, but shouts out my mom. I love her. This wasn't really
she
her fault.
waterboarded me with sweet
This
tea.
wasn't
when I was
really
a
her
child.
fault, but I went to drink some of her sweet tea like a dick. And what I didn't realize is she was done with this sweet tea and she had ashed a cigarette in this sweet tea.
Oh.
And I was like 7 or something. And I just took one little sip and was like immediately spat
The
it
best
out.
part,
And my mom
the
was
best
like,
part,
"What the fuck you doing?"
the biggest joke on Dylan and all this is that was unsweet tea because mom doesn't drink sweet tea.
Whatever it was, I was like,
So
"That's
you're
gross."
you're even a bigger asshole because unsweet tea you
You're right,
might
she
as well
doesn't.
I'd rather have a sweet tea with a cigarette put out in it than regular unsweet tea. Like that wasn't the cigarette you were tasting, bro. That was just unsweet tea, dude.
It's just
Unsweet
tea.
tea is pretty rough, man.
If anything,
see, that's
the
the thing.
cigarette
I
probably
like-
helped.
It's just like
I
watered
like-
down sweet
I like
tea.
regular tea. Like I'll drink like black tea or green tea, like all that.
Well, green
But I
tea
do
and
not
black
fuck
tea is
with-
different. We're talking about like an unsweetened tea,
Like
you buy
unsweet southern tea. Like it's like what? It's like what's
Yeah, what kind of tea is that? Do we know?
It's just unsweet tea, bro.
It's just
for real.
unsweet tea.
I don't know what you want. Like it's just cold.
I don't
it's
know
just
what
cold
leaf
tea.
they brew it from. I don't know
In fact,
what
when
they're
you,
steeping.
It's just cold tea with no sugar. Like
when you go up north and you go to McDonald's and shit and you ask for tea, like down here they'll give you sweet tea right away. Up there they give you unsweet. Like a lot of them don't even serve sweet tea, and it's like what the
Yep.
fuck? What are you
Yep.
talking about?
It's crazy. Most people don't put like 2 pounds of sugar into their tea, dude.
That's
It's wild,
fucked up.
bro.
Why do it?
It's fucked up. It's not cool.
What are you
Don't
trying to be
respect
healthy?
it. Mad
so,
lame, dude.
it
Might as well
sounds
just
like
drink water.
Bojangles wins, though, does it not?
I mean, Bojangles wins in my arena.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
I'd
not
say
upset
based
with
off
either.
recency, definitely Bojangles.
It's about like the time
There's a strong
period in
recency
which we're
bias here.
recording it. Like I'm going Bojangles, you know what I'm saying? Because it's early afternoon on a weekend.
High
dude,
school,
that just-
college, I might have said Cookout.
Yeah. Because it's almost like a place to hang out with your buddies too, especially in high school, going to fucking Garner, dude. I mean, that was
After
a place
shows, after
yeah.
football games.
to roll
Again,
up
it comes
to the
back to
parking
that
lot.
late night availability.
Yeah.
There's a lot
Also,
Cookout has
loitering
done
was
for
a lot
us.
more. Like there was less people, so like loitering was a lot more like
Easy.
Yeah.
Low-key.
easy.
Yeah. Loitering, it wasn't, 25 people hanging out. That's what it is now. You go up fucking Cookout and stuff, dude. Seeing
And-
guys that we used to go to high school with still hanging out in the Cookout parking lot. You're like, buddy. Get the
Same
Maybe
trucks
you
they
guys-
used to drive.
Buddy,
to the school
buddy,
I
Parking
hope
lot,
not
the
with I hope
cornhole
not with
boards?
my class. You guys are a few years behind me, so
Dude, your class is hanging out with our class, dude. They're all just hanging out together. Just the Garner alumni corner, bro. It's like
That's
VIP.
rough.
They have their own spot at the parking
They
lot.
line
bro.
up their trucks like to block off view, dude. They're doing all sorts of cool shit back there behind their vehicles.
that's rough.
Listening to Scotty McCreery and revving their trucks, dude.
Just trying to fight other people for looking at them funny.
But like Scotty's there, and like the music's coming from his truck.
They're all wearing their baseball pants.
Yeah.
Shouts out Garner, dude.
Dude, never
That's
forget glory days. Never gets better. Never look back. Or
Yeah,
always.
speaking
look
of
back.
glory days, dude, it's episode 74.
With
With it being 74, we have to shout out a blessed one, dude.
Yeah.
The holy one.
the kid.
The
The most
chosen one.
the NHL's most accurate shooter. Jacob
Facts.
with 2 C's, Slavin.
I was thinking of a second C stands for joke. I couldn't come up with one quick enough,
Christian.
but Second C stands for Christian, which Josh has some strong opinions on.
To me?
Yeah. That you got in some hot water with some people over your Christian tweets, dude.
More like anti-Christian tweets.
I know. Dude.
That's
Shit.
not. That's
So
neither here
funny.
nor there, dude. Because when we're talking about Jacob Slavin, dude, I'm going to church. All right. He's the type of guy who I feel like if I got like in a conversation with, I'd like come back from it and be like, so you, and then like talking to you guys like, so man, what are you gonna do this weekend? Like, well, I'll tell you what, I'm definitely going to church on Sunday. Like, I don't know what else I'm doing, avoiding sin and going to church.
Something just he awakened something within me, dude. I have the fire.
But he's definitely. I feel like he's the type of guy who, if you had like any lengthy conversation with, you'd walk away from like, yeah, I just need to be a better person. I just got to do better. Like,
Man, this guy's just doing it right, left and right, dude.
how you gonna be American, good at hockey, and a nice guy?
It's kind of fucked up, you know.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. It's
Like,
almost
who
like
el-
not. I almost don't believe it.
You think it's too good to be true, dude? You think? He's definitely got some demons. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's some
Not
shit
even
going
on
on
some
behind
like
closed
he's
doors.
not even not even on some like he's got some skeletons in the closet shit. Just on some like he's a robot.
Oh, he's like Zuckerberg, dude. He's like,
I think the Christians built him like a Terminator type situation. Like go
Like-
out, put him out in the world. Like Christians sent him from the future back to make Christians look good.
Shit. So he's the. Yeah, I'd like to see that movie, dude. the Jacob Slavin Christian from the future.
Is it,
Who's his sworn enemy, dude? Who's he taking out in hockey? You know what I'm saying? Who's his John Connor?
Pentecostals?
I
I don't know, bro.
I'm trying to think of someone
John
who's like
Connor's who he's taking
openly.
care of, you fool. Well, I guess that's
You're
if
right.
you get later. If you get later,
Yeah,
That's
it's
a
all.
hard. That's a hard story to follow, bro.
Yeah, it gets all real fun, and then you get in the whole thing where it's like that you could have just keep sending
They
someone back a
scrapped-
minute earlier,
they-
over and over and over.
I do want to see the one where they bring his mom back because apparently they like scrap the whole plot, the whole like franchise, and they pick it up from like Terminator 2.
Oh shit!
Yeah, so that might be low key. All right, I don't know if the
For
movie's
real.
bad, but like for at least for like a good story succession.
Do you remember the one with Christian Bale where like it turned out like John Connor was a
He's John
Terminator?
Connor.
Yeah, it was pretty badass.
Oh, was he? Was
Yeah, like that was like the
Spoiler
big.
alert.
That was it came out in like 9 years ago, I think. But I think they ended up scrapping that whole thing. But we're
That's what
talking
I'm
about
saying,
Jacob
yeah.
Slavin, dude, the most underrated defenseman, not really anymore in the NHL. Now it's
Yeah,
Brett
he,
Pesce.
Whether it's him, Pesci, it's going to be a Canes player. Fucking
Yeah,
telling
it's
you that
always
right
going to
now.
be a Canes player. And once
Yeah,
Pesce becomes
Slavin-
recognized, it's going to be Fleury.
Slavin is definitely a solidified top 2 D-man, drafted in the 4th round, 120th overall, 2012, which feels like a lifetime ago.
For real.
It's crazy. You guys
For
were still in
real.
high school.
How I don't know if you have this in front of you. How long did he play with the Checkers before he ended up getting his shot?
think
Because it
he-
wasn't that long, really, was
Well,
it?
I think he played college. He played
That's
college
right,
for the
yeah.
first few years. Like I think like 3 years. And then I think like in 15, 16, he played for the Checkers. And I want to say that was only like a season.
Okay.
But I could be
Okay.
wrong. I could have some years off there. But it wasn't very
I trust
long.
you, dude.
I
Yeah.
don't think it was long because he broke in not too long after that. He would have made it all the way probably up to like 21 or so when he was still in college. He's 26 now. I think he's been playing for us for at least 4 years,
Yeah.
right? Some shit like that.
Gotta be, right?
What
I
a
trust
stud,
you,
though.
dude.
He's a
Oh,
stud.
absolute monster. And he's going to be huge now moving into the playoffs. I don't know if we were done talking about him, but, with the Dougie thing coming back
Might as well
up
bring
and
it up.
everything.
It's relevant.
Yeah. He's going to be shouldering a lot of defensive minutes, I imagine. So
To be honest, I'm just glad it's not virus related.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, 100%.
Just for like, everyone's sake.
Yeah, 100%. Because, you're seeing a couple guys come out. We'll get into that, saying that they had it or whatever. So it seems relatively quiet as far as even like because they put out the thing saying everything's got to be unfit to play. It seems surprisingly quiet on even rumors going around about different players contracting it and all that stuff. Just
must
in
be
the
doing a
media
good
on
job.
Twitter. Yeah. That's one of the things I was expecting was like, well, now until hockey starts, every day we're going to get tweets from, reporters saying sources say that
That's just
X
a negative
number of
attitude.
players. And I mean, I am pessimistic as fuck about it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even think
For
it was
sure.
going to happen. Straight up,
We
I thought
all
this
were
whole
saying,
season.
I don't
bro,
think
just
any of us
end
thought
the
it was gonna
season.
happen.
We were like, end the fucking season, but
And even when they announced their plan, I was like, dude, we're going to get a week or two away, and they're going to have
leave
to
it to a
scrap the
bunch of
whole thing.
NHL players to grind it out through a pandemic.
Yeah, whoever would have thought?
Guys
Whoever
winning
would've
Stanley
thought?
Cups with punctured lungs. You goddamn best believe they're gonna win a Stanley Cup during the fucking
Oh, dude.
fucking coronavirus.
For
George
real.
Stanley waits for no man, no virus, nothing.
Toughest sport to win in, toughest trophy to win in sports. I'll get my words right sometimes.
Sometimes. I believe in you.
I appreciate it. Man.
What else on Slavin?
I mean, shouts out to God, dude.
Shouts out to God and the God, dude.
The God.
Is he Christ reborn?
I mean, if you're to ask me,
He goes, I mean,
I've never seen him and Jesus in the same room. You know what I'm saying?
That's these are facts.
It's all. I'm just saying, all the signs are pointing in one direction.
So,
Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit, Rayon. Lord, forgive me for my.
that's Catholic, bro.
sins.
Is he even Catholic?
I mean, no, it's all the same umbrella, right? It's all,
it's not.
Dude, they all stole their flow from Catholics, bro.
You just said they bit their flow.
Dude, they bit their whole steez, dog. All the look, man. I just call it how I see it.
Yeah.
yeah, man. But so y'all see, Jake Bean was the 8th defenseman pulled in for Dougie Hamilton. I don't know if you guys saw that. We were kind of talking. It looked like they did bump Vatanen up to Dougie's spot, and then who moved up to his? I didn't even see that. Who got moved up to?
I don't know. I'm assuming Fleury got ice, but I don't know.
You would think. It was either going to be him or TVR because that's who was those were the 7th and 8th men out. So we'll see. Because Pesci is going to be a part of the roster. I don't know if you saw that. He will have a spot on the roster, but he's not going to be making the initial trip into the bubble with the team. So I guess he's still going to be doing the majority of his rehab here with our full medical staff and everything. And then maybe, knock on wood, if we make it far enough, he gets the chance to move up and play with us. So that'd be cool. I assume Dougie's going to make the trip. Either way, are y'all heading out to the airport or the PNC Arena to see him off?
Probably
No.
not. Probably not.
No, not going to go out there and do the slow wave.
With a bunch of hurricanes and a mask.
Yeah,
Just everyone's sitting in their cars. Nah.
honking the horn.
Yeah,
be sick.
exactly.
It'll
It'll be
be-
a lot of horn honking.
It's going to be like a 20-minute drive to get in there, right? And then you get to see them for about
I
3
mean, if I
minutes.
go, I'm walking, bro.
Honk your
Well,
horn.
that's the thing. I think you're supposed to just be chilling in your car if you go. So I don't even know how that would work.
Dude, just get in someone's
I
car, dude.
am not going.
Just walk up like, dude, I want to do the thing, but come on, let me hang out. Put your mask on, get in the car.
Just
So
start
that's-
trying.
Dude,
Just
I'll
start
take my
trying to
temperature,
walk
dude,
in
you'll
on
hear it.
cars.
You want to go after me?
Walk up with a meat thermometer in your mouth. Just dude, I swear I'm good.
A meat thermometer.
If you're taking it, you're taking temperature, you're like, no, for real, we take. Look, see 101. Wait, what?
Well, oh fuck, dude.
I gotta go.
Dude, it's hot out. I had to walk a long way, dude. Come on, man. You know I'm good. Look
Just
at
give me some ice sweet tea, man. Come on.
Just let me sit in your car and breathe heavy for 5 minutes to cool off.
Dude,
I
won't
can't wear a
touch
mask
anything.
because I need to
dude.
reclaim my shit.
Yeah, it's
Like,
all
they
about
s-
freedom, bro.
They start
Super-
driving away. You start grabbing everyone by the shoulder, get in their face, yeah, come on, Canes, yeah. Then you
This
just
is
you meant, like,
great.
I thought you meant like the car's gonna drive away. Like, get out of here, weirdo. And you like jump on the back.
Let's go, Canes.
Oh, shit.
So you can have your sick Canes license plate, dude. You know.
That's me. That's why I can't go because that's me. I'm just like way too hype.
Yeah, but people just don't want to match my energy. It's more on them than it is on me. I'm a bigger
your turn.
fan. Too big of a
It's your turn.
fan.
Yo, so I guess good news for us, bad news for the Rangers. Lemieux up there, Brendan Lemieux, he's suspended for games 1 and 2.
Fuck
For some shit.
'em.
They really hit him with some shit he did like way back when.
Yep, but I mean, he never got the punishment for it. So it happened. They said you're going to get punished, and the whole shit got shut down. So
Isn't it funny that this is like almost the equivalent of like, unless I got the number of games off, like the same time Brady was punished for deflating footballs.
I think it's close. I feel like, but the deflating footballs thing came like years after too. That's the even crazier part about that. Like it happened, got
Well, I
brought
guess that's
back
kind
up.
of my point with the comparison is that like a long time passed and it's just like, all right, here's a couple games.
Yeah, I do. But with the Brady thing, it was like it happened. They didn't punish him, and then there was so much
It was a whole
outcry.
thing.
Yeah, with Lemieux, they were like, "We're gonna punish you, but we don't even know when."
We can't wait to get you, motherfucker.
Yeah,
We just need some
you
hockey
wait.
to go
Just
down and
you
you're
wait.
fucking not playing.
Isn't he's one of the guys? What did he do? What was the thing that got the?
I think he was he the guy who got in a fight?
Was it what it was?
Was he the guy who knocked somebody out?
I can't remember. We'll look it up.
It's either that, and there's guys fucking being sexist in group chats, and then there's fucking racist guys on fucking the Rangers. Yo, did you know D'Angelo's fucking 4th in points for defenseman?
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. And it was a hit. It was a
I hate
hit
him
on
too.
Jonas Donskoy. That's what it was. But sorry, what were you saying?
Oh, you were talking about that. I think Lemieux's got like people have beef with Lemieux on some other shit too.
Oh, I mean, for sure. I was talking about just why the league suspended him.
Oh,
it was
yeah, who
for that
cares?
hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but he's got all sorts of other shit going on.
Yeah. Who cares about hockey? Isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's bigger than that.
But it's an advantage. He's a pest.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
definitely.
We're a hard team to play against, and he's a team that would take the Hurricanes off their tilt. So
Yeah,
you know,
and he mocked the storm surge, so he's dead to me. Don't respect him as a player.
Fuck him.
Don't respect him as a man. Yeah, it's
Wow.
serious. Serious Rangers
Dead ass.
fans out there listening to us, getting all your
Yo, there's nothing serious about
Hurricanes
this, man.
inside
Dylan is
knowledge.
wearing that hat with Sour Patch Kids in the background, eating chicken tenders, bro.
Is
Drinking
that
a
one of those
Monster-
a
Drinking
monster?
a monster.
Josh
and
knew.
dude, there's
Josh knew,
like
dude.
yo, you are Kyle. There's nothing serious about this.
There's
Dude,
nothing.
Josh
serious,
yesterday.
dude.
Josh was drinking Mountain Dew.
Both you
straight
guys
out of
have
a
deers
2-liter
mounted
bottle.
behind you.
We were recording metal. At least I was like in my craft. Like, is that a metal thing?
Just chugging,
Huh?
chugging Mountain Dew out the 2-liter. Is that a metal thing?
You were chugging
Obviously
Mountain
not.
Dew.
I mean,
at the
we're talking
2-liter,
about
dude?
we're talking about Kyle things, man. That's a pretty Kyle thing to do.
But I'm in my craft.
But-
Same.
But bro, I was in my
This is-
bag, bro. Dylan's got the headphones on over the hat, looking
And I
like,
can still hear you guys just fine.
dude, looking like Donald Glover in that one freestyle. You know what I'm saying, dude?
The 5 fingers of death.
Yeah. When he flipped pound cake, bro. We all remember. It was a moment.
This is bigger than rap.
It's bigger than rap.
Shit. Yo.
It's hilarious. So Dylan, let's hear the bars, dude.
Nope.
Yeah, cut that off.
For real,
All
I
right.
can't even pretend to do nothing there, dog. I'm the
But,
beats guy.
Hopefully the fucking Hurricanes last longer than Dylan in bed and also his freestyles.
Good luck with that, dude. It'll last a long time for that.
It's a long. It's a
I
tough
can
hill
rap
to
for
climb,
25 minutes. Fuck for about 30 seconds.
Dude. I do anything to have those reversed.
35.
Yeah. And I do both before having sex, so I count it all. I have. I got
Being able to rap this well is such a damn curse.
Rap
I'm
this
a joke
well.
in the bedroom.
Fuck so poorly.
Oh God,
on more than one occasion.
We
my
got to
girlfriend
get off this call.
has requested a performance instead of boning. But one last Hurricanes thing before we move on. Jack Drury is going to the Swedish Professional League, I believe, if I am not mistaken.
Hurricanes draft pick going to a European league. Got it.
But I mean,
That's
that's
big.
huge.
That's
That's big
important.
because
That's important.
he was a guy that we were kind of hoping, I think, to eventually make the team. He's more for like that, leadership style role.
Another defenseman.
No, he's a center. He's a centerman.
He's a center.
Yeah, Jack Drury's a centerman, but going out there to play with men, so that'll be dope. Hopefully, get some.
Can't do it enough. Season French fries, you old ugly ass.
I did though, but I did.
You didn't though, did you? Seattle. Name their team. Name their team name.
Release the jerseys. Put it all out there, dude.
They released the Kraken.
Is badass.
Mm-hmm.
As expected, I think. Really? I mean,
yeah, we were kind of both ways on it on our podcast. I would say, kind of going back and forth because there is the whole thing where it is the single.
The plural singular, bro.
Yeah.
Like the OCD of it, like, is awful for me. There's only 4 teams that do it now. I think now, or there was 4: Lightning, Wild, Avalanche, and these guys.
There's other than the Kraken, I think.
Yeah, I mean, it just doesn't. But it's a good name. It's a good mascot type creature. To have.
And the color scheme
Badass.
is sick.
The
color
color
scheme
The
is
color
sick.
so
is
good.
perfect.
The preliminary jerseys we saw, so dope.
Oh yeah.
Very sick. Yeah. The logo, like the S with the I in it.
Mm-hmm. Then the Space Needle on the anchor, like all of it looks super, super sick. Kinda looks like EASHL logo in Jersey, but there's some sick EASHL logos and jerseys out there. So, it's just something they're going to have to live with.
That's just like the gap that's been bridged between like technology and like amateur Joe creativity and like professional tech and like skill level. Like,
yep,
we're just all fucking being at the top.
So
Young
what you're
Candy
saying
Valley,
is,
bro, of skill.
What you're saying is that the EA has pretty much created a real to life game. Is what you're saying, Josh. That's what
I'm saying that technology. I'm saying that technology has ruined arts.
Okay. No, okay. I can get behind that. I can get behind that.
It's a much wider, not bolder, but a much more wider statement for sure.
Did you guys see all the because right when the Kraken gets announced, all the jokes start going like, we got to call their fans crackheads and stuff like that. Did you see all the shit that started on Twitter?
No.
Yeah.
Making light of drug addiction and all this stuff, and it's
there you go. Can't touch it there.
Yeah.
Did they really just beat the dead horse of crack jokes? Like, was it just crack jokes?
I don't think that was really it. I think it was more just like they were gonna say like crackheads because like the wording, and then like
Right.
I don't think it was like a crackhead joke per se, just like a play on it.
Well,
But people got offended.
Yeah.
There you go.
And it's not like that's even that funny, you know what I'm saying? Like you saw it 500 fucking times. Everyone thought they're original. Like, oh, it's only going to be good if we get to call them the crackheads. Get my nice little 3 or 4 likes off here and a retweet.
Exactly.
But it's just people were going so hard against it. I was like, come on, bro. Like, come on.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a bad joke. It's not.
What do you think they're going to call their fans though, dude? What do you think? Like the
Cracky axe.
The tentacles.
The tentacles.
That was my
What's up,
argument,
tentacles?
Like, that was my argument against them being the Kraken. Is like, is each player a tentacle? That's fucking goofy.
all loose, no bone structure.
Like these rubber tentacle things on their helmets. They just look like big gross dildos with the suction cups.
It's gonna be great for public
Japanese shit.
Dude, that intro video though, did y'all watch the actual release of it and everything?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, that hype video they had was pretty fucking sick though. I'm not gonna
dope.
lie, dude. I mean, they stole the Hurricanes' whole wave though, you know what I mean? But it's pretty sick. It's all right.
I was watching for that, and I'm gonna be watching for it. I got my eye on you, Seattle. Y'all like, oh, look at us, we're saving the climate with our fucking green technology. You're fucking about your flow biting a little bit.
Just a little bit, dude. Out there
Take it
hunting
easy with
whales
the
and shit,
lightning and
right?
storms and shit. Like,
For
come
real.
on,
We got the Southeast
it.
has that on lock, dude. You know what I'm saying? This
Watch it.
this is hurricane country. All right. Storms don't happen anywhere else, dude.
Anywhere.
We we have a monopoly on death by sea here in the Southeast.
Drowning, shark attacks, storms, all that.
Dude, all of it.
So
Don't fuck with
relax.
us. Do not fuck with us.
Jesus. Speaking of stuff being in rough shape, dude. Some key injuries to note going into the play-ins and the playoffs. Samsonov, backup, possible starter for the Caps in net. He's hurt.
Yeah, apparently he got hurt before the stoppage. They said he got hurt like months ago and is having I don't know what it is, but he's undergoing surgery and everything now. So I think he's pretty much what?
You go ahead. You finish.
I was gonna say he's pretty much like they said he's all but done for the entire return to play thing.
Yeah. So hope he's gonna have to be on his shit.
Yeah, I mean this is his chance because he still doesn't have that contract. So this is gonna be his chance to either earn one with the Capitals or show the rest of the league he still got it. I've been seeing a lot of it seems like every time I see a thread about it, or at least in one of the couple big ones I was looking at when I saw the Samsonov news, everyone seems convinced that he's going to be coming to the Hurricanes, dude. I see that like a storyline that a lot of people seem to be echoing, like that once he inevitably leaves the Caps, that the Hurricanes are going to try to go out and sign him. Like, am I? Maybe it's just my algorithm keeps. Now that I've looked at one or two of those,
I've seen that a couple times. It just, I mean, he's just going to be too expensive.
That's what I'm saying. I don't see him not getting. I don't see him getting less than like $8 million a year. To
Bob
be honest.
got 10.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, and I think everyone's looking at that now. Like, well, we can't do that. Look how shitty Bob turned out. But yeah, I mean, he's got a cup on his resume. He's always been pretty decent in the playoffs. Like, yeah, I don't see him coming here. But then obviously we had Dougie Hamilton getting hurt. We've talked about that at length. And then Pasternak, dude, out in Boston, he showed up for the training camp thing that happened, did his 2-day quarantine, and then has not practiced since. So, excuse me, I don't know, again, because everything's labeled as unfit to play. I don't know what it is, but, I mean, that's big for Boston's big line. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's awful.
The perfection line.
Yeah. I mean, guys like him are the reason why Bruce Cassidy's getting a fucking Jack Adams nomination.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. And such a likable guy, too,
Pasta, yeah.
And he has the wild tape job, doesn't he? Because, like, growing up, he didn't have access to enough hockey tape that he couldn't do, like, the full wrap. He had to space it out.
Oh, is that really it?
I think that's what he said, like, to save, his family couldn't afford to buy him, just roll or logs and logs of tape, so he had to really make it last.
Like all these rich Ontario kids. And
he's out there just saucing them, dude. Saucing them, loving the game, going to Dunkin' Donuts or wherever, dude.
For sure, he loves Dunkin', bro.
But yeah, that's gonna be something to watch. Especially, I feel like guys are staying in shape. Whatever you want to say, but a lot of teams, these guys are coming into these games relatively cold as far as being in game shape, and freak things happen. It's going to be real interesting to see what kind of injuries may change the playoff landscape.
For sure. And with guys coming in cold, it really sets up some goaltender battles too,
Oh, yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see coming out of all these training camps. You got Sherstikid and Gorgiev and Lundqvist.
Yeah, and that, I mean, huge for that, obviously, the Hurricanes matchup. Who ends up in net? Because I think Lundqvist was in net against us for most of the season. Times we played him, I think.
Right.
Could be wrong on that. So it's going to be interesting.
And then Merzlikins, Korpisalo, Saros, Rene, Crawford, Subban in Chicago, Fleury and Leonard in Vegas, which is just a disgusting duo.
Yeah.
And Craig Smith and Kostegan.
Mike Smith.
So, thank you. I said Craig Smith.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
Forward.
Yeah.
But that Merzlikins Corpusala one is interesting to me because Corpusala was killing it, got injured, hurt his knee, and then Merzlikins came in and just continued killing it. So if you're Tortorello, do you ride most recent hot hand or do you go back to, your guy? Because I think both of them have been re-upped on contracts too over this hockey break. So I don't know. Who would you go with if you're a Tortorello, whatever.
I'd probably ride the hot hand.
Going back, just right back to Merzlikins.
Yeah.
I think you might be right. I think because who's their opening round? Do you know off the top of your head?
I did. Don't tell me. I forget.
Looking it up.
They have Washington?
They have, drum roll, please, Toronto.
Okay. I knew it was either them or Toronto.
And they have a bunch of guys just, coming back from injury. They had Seth Jones, which, doesn't get bigger than that. Cam Atkinson coming back. So
Huge.
I think a lot of these opening rounds, I think, are going to be decided by goaltenders getting hot or not, as everyone's
playoff
kind
format,
of,
man.
everyone's kind of falling back into the flow of things, Teams like the Hurricanes having a bunch of new guys just now playing, and Vatanen and Trocheck and Shea, and so
all that.
And then Saros Rene, interesting, just because it's fucking Pekka Rinne, you know what I'm saying? Saros is playing out of his mind, but
yeah,
Pekka
Saros
Rinne
is pretty much taking that spot.
At
least before the pause.
Yeah, and I don't know what Rene's contract situation is either, but it kind of reminds me of the Holtby situation,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just such a Rene's so good.
A guy who was once at one point not that long ago considered the best goalie in the NHL, kind of, just getting older. It sucks,
for sure.
But I feel like Saros probably starts the playoffs off or the play-ins.
Most likely.
Yep. And then moving to Chicago, you saw Crawford came out and said that he had tested positive for COVID. I think that he's already passed his quarantine period and everything. I think he returned to practice this week with the team. But, still, that's almost – there's already a short amount of time for training camp and everything. That's almost no time that he's going to get to spend on the ice, getting some reps in. And he's got Malcolm Subban there backing him up. That one's confused. That one's, kind of a mystery.
It's a tough goalie spot. I never understood why Chicago got rid of Leonard.
Me either. I didn't like it at all. I guess maybe because he wanted a bunch of money, but it's like, I don't know. Yeah, he seemed like the perfect guy. A guy who, playing in a great 1A, 1B in New York, and then they went out and got him. I don't know. I know Leonard's. Have you seen Leonard's LA Kings? His Knights pads.
Yeah.
His Golden Knights pads, dude. Those things are so fucking sick.
Yeah,
so fucking sick. But you think it's him or Fleury out there in Vegas? Who you
Probably
think's going to
Fleury.
get that? Probably Fleury, right?
Yeah.
It's tough to bet against Flower. Super tough. But I don't know, man. We could even honestly throw the Hurricanes on here. Who do you think between Reimer and Mrazek? I don't know who's going to be the guy to get the nod.
Mrazek.
You think it's going to be Mrazek? I don't know. Probably though, right? Seems like
until he loses a game he shouldn't have, and then
yeah.
Reams will get a shot, and then they'll switch it back and forth as each gets hot and cold. Man, the Hurricanes goaltending way, dude. No solid goaltender.
Yeah, nothing set in stone. That's really the Hurricanes way at this point, isn't it? There's just nothing set in stone.
For sure.
Saying goodbye to everybody, rotating doors at all positions.
We starting over Koskinen and Smith.
Ooh. That one's tough for a whole different reason. I feel like neither of them are really that great.
Mike Smith had some good shining moments when he was in Calgary. And actually, and then I guess when he switched over to Edmonton too, he was looking good. It probably is going to be him over Koskinen.
I feel like it's going to be Smith, but they're paying Koskinen so much money. So
Yeah.
much money, dude. So
None of that
dumb.
matters right now. You just got to play
Yeah.
who's going to get you the cup.
Yeah, and it was the previous GM's contract too, wasn't it? Or my
No, yeah, Ken Holland didn't do that
Yeah.
shit.
So yeah, it's probably gonna be Smith, but there's a
Yeah,
lot
nice.
of interesting goalie matchups. And don't exhibitions start this Wednesday, dude?
I mean, fuck, in 5 days.
So hype.
Five,
Well, I think it's on Wednesday,
6
right?
days. Yeah.
I thought the exhibitions were on Wednesday.
No,
So
I'm
that's
saying like fucking shit starts.
Oh, to the
6
yeah.
days.
So hype next Saturday, I guess, huh?
Yeah, Saturday at noon.
Jacob's too hype.
I'm not even gonna be in town, bro. That's like just now hitting me.
Damn.
Fuck. Fuck. Oh no, dude.
You going on vacation?
Yeah. Going up to Asheville for hanging out in the mountains for a little bit for a weekend.
Nice.
Away from people, obviously. Just
Well, you better find a fucking TV.
I know. Just my phone.
So how about Friedman was reporting that John Chayka in Arizona said, "I'm out."
Oh, so he wanted to leave. When I first saw things popping up because someone asked the owner, like, is Shaker the GM? And he just said no comment or something. I was confused as to whether it was him getting pushed out or him wanting out. So
Apparently, he wanted to move on.
interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. I wonder why.
Bro, he was a
dude.
GM at 25 years old, dude. Could you imagine being that successful at anything?
Fuck.
Wow.
So much stress, dude. So much stress. God.
That's how old, like, isn't that how old you are? You guys?
Yeah. Yeah. A
Basically.
little younger.
25, you said?
Yeah.
A couple years younger.
I literally couldn't imagine.
It's
I
crazy.
literally could not imagine. He was doing a good job in Arizona, I felt like, too. Like, it seems like when everyone was saying, or when I didn't know if he was getting pushed out or wanting out, it was kind of like this would be a weird time for them to want to fire him, like right before. Sure, you can say Arizona wouldn't have made the playoffs if this whole thing didn't happen because of where they were and the number of points they needed, all that. But it's they did
Right in the middle of the Hall negotiation.
Yeah, and it's like they did make the playoffs. He's going to see if they've got a good product there. It's a weird time. Makes
Yeah,
you
I
wonder
don't know
what happened behind the scenes.
Maybe he didn't want to deal with stress. Maybe he was like, fuck this. I mean, just because they were doing well doesn't mean he was happy. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
He wasn't happy.
Yeah,
Allegedly.
yeah, and I mean for
Got a
him,
better
leave
offer,
whenever you want to leave.
doing something else.
Yeah,
I don't know if it was another GM offer, though, is the thing.
is that what it is? He got another offer to do something else. Is that what the story is? Interesting, dude. He's gonna come. He's gonna do play-by-play for the Hurricanes.
He's another John.
Yeah, Tom Dundon offered him twice Forsland's money because fuck you.
Just to rub it in Forsland's face. That's
They
brutal.
fucking go to NBC, dude. We don't give a fuck.
I'm down, dude. I'll take Jacob, bro.
Dude, he's young. He can relate.
Yeah. So, Norris nominations. Carlson, Hosey, and Hedman.
Hosey?
Josie, whatever, fuck you.
Yossi.
Harrelson, Hosey, and Hedman.
I fucking hate you, bro. I fucking hate you. The 3 point leaders also in the NHL for defensemen.
Yep.
In that order.
Yep.
I mean, not much else to say. I mean, if you watched any of them play, Carlson especially, dude. I mean, Yossi was having a fantastic year.
So I think
he's always just in there.
I mean, Hedman's just,
he's tall.
Generation. Yeah, he's 6'7" or whatever. I think Hosey. Now you got me saying
Look
it.
at you.
Now
Look
you
at
got me saying it.
Ugly.
For the rest of my life
Ugly.
now. I'm just saying Hosey. But I think Yossi's the most well-rounded out of all 3 of those guys, to be honest, as far as just dominant play on both ends of the ice. I think Hedman's probably the best defensive defenseman out of the group, and Carlson's probably the best offensive defenseman out of the group. It's just me, purely off of no numbers to back this up, not bringing any facts to the table, just my 2 eyes with corrective vision lenses. And but I think Yeah, I think Yossi. I mean, just watching him play, dude. He can play like a forward and back there shutting shit down, dude.
It's
But
true.
It's going to be Carlson's trophy. It's just it is what it
It's
is.
just so much offensive performance.
Yeah.
Scored a lot of goals, had a lot of created a lot of offensive chances with his power play performance.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he does do really well defensively. He's really good at pinching people into the boards.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I mean, Yossi will drive the puck all the way up, skate all the way back, and then strip the guy from behind. I mean,
He's
doing
taking
a
the
lot of
puck
shit
down
like
below
that.
the other team's goal line and shit. But
Yeah.
where do you stand on that as far as point? Because there's always the argument with the Norris, points counting towards it versus defensive play. Where's your stance on the argument?
I don't know, man. I mean, you got to look at both. Really, it comes down to, I think, a lot of what we're talking about, where if you're voting on this trophy, you need to have watched a lot of these guys play a lot of games
Mm-hmm.
and make a educated decision on how they all look and perform in complements with the numbers.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's not, and offensive numbers are much easier to see and understand than defensive numbers are.
That's
I
it.
think as well. So I don't know. I feel like it's gotten more and more just all right. Who's the defenseman with the most points? All right, he's our guy. You know what I'm saying? I wish it was a little more nuanced than that, especially because because these are voted on. Who votes on the Norris?
I think there's just a bunch of different ballot writers
But
who get selected based on different
Yeah.
criteria.
But it's hockey experts. They're supposed to be you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like,
Yeah.
I wish they would.
It's not a league poll.
Yeah, I
Well,
wish
it's
they
not a
would
league
take
vote.
the time to really look at that. You know what I'm saying? It's like you always, and it kind of goes back to what
You
we were
gotta trust
saying.
they do, bro.
Yeah, it goes back to what we were saying about. Oh shit! Now it's escaping me. What's the award that we were talking about? Everyone said they voted Slavin in on.
Lady Bing.
Yeah, the Lady Bing. Where it kind of goes in. You see everyone saying like, "Oh, Carlson's gonna win," but it's only because of offensive numbers, and you see people say that, and it's like, well, bro, if you're one of the people voting, like, who did you vote for then? You know what I'm saying? Like, if everyone thinks it's Yossi, then why the fuck is
You said
Carlson
Yossi.
winning it?
It
But
is Yossi. See, I want to say Hosi.
now we're all bad. Now no one knows what's real, dude.
Everyone stop.
Terrible.
It's like the Berenstain and the Berenstein rift. You know what I'm talking about?
Bearstein and Bearstein.
Do you know what I'm talking about though?
Bearstein. Yeah.
It's
The
that
Mandela
dude, but
effect.
It's Yossi and Hosi.
You're fucking.
Josie.
You're a Hosi. Fuck.
Terrible.
Yo.
This is
So
hilarious,
Xbox got some
Xbox.
big shit happening, man.
dude. Yeah, held the whole press conference.
Is Halo Infinite a fucking role-playing game?
I don't know.
No, it didn't look like it.
Let's say me and Dylan watched a
It's like a
game
gameplay
trailer?
demo. Yeah, like a game, like it was
That
like
shit-
9 minutes long.
I only watched a good first 4 minutes. That shit looked like a damn RPG or something.
I mean, to me, it kind of looked like how any other Halo campaign starts, but
It
looked
had a
fucking-
map.
It looked sick.
It did have a
It
map.
did have a map.
You see what I'm saying?
Maybe
It's not-
maybe it'll be one of those kind of hybridy where it's like it's not that same walk. You kind of
it's not
map
level
walks you.
based.
Yeah, or it is, but it's more like
You got to
All right.
complete the whole
It's
map.
like
here's
limited open
area,
world.
here's objectives. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's not gonna.
That's
Hopefully,
how,
they don't
like-
have crafting and stuff like that in it. That just doesn't feel like Halo.
Well, that's
me.
how. Doesn't have to have that to be a RPG. It could be more like a Shadow of Mordor
Yeah,
type
Yeah.
RPG type shit, or fucking what's it called? Motherfucking Star Wars game.
oh yeah.
Mm. That one.
Game's whack.
The Fallen Order. You take
Yeah.
that back. You
Whack.
take that back. No, I enjoyed that game. We don't have
Yeah,
to
I
get back
know.
into it.
You're
we
whack.
enjoyed it.
I don't
I
know. A
paid
lot of
30
people are
bucks for it.
shitting on it. Halo.
Really? I hadn't looked at much of what people were saying. What's like?
People
what
were
they
hating on
saying?
the graphics, I guess.
What?
I mean, I could see it. I guess that's supposed to be the next. I mean, every time they bring in a new console generation, that's what everyone's looking at first. How great how beautiful is this game going to look, and all that. And you look at it, it doesn't. I guess it's
They were
not
doing
head and
side by
shoulders.
sides to other Halo games, and just what the fuck?
Yeah.
I'd be interested to see that. I mean,
Yeah, check them out. I don't know.
I could see the complaints, you know,
Yeah.
because you want it to be fucking
Spectacular,
beautiful.
yeah.
Yeah.
I guess I
Especially
watched
with-
it and I was underwhelmed.
fair enough.
With just everything, just in general. I can see that. I mean, you didn't really see much new in the trailer either. You know what I'm saying?
That's
It
for
looked-
sure.
It looked very. I mean, I guess I don't. Has any of the other had that like grappling mechanic? That you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, that might be new.
But yeah,
It all
I mean,
looked very just plasticky and
it kind of the gameplay kind of the way, at least in what I was watching, kind of reminded me of Doom Eternal, just because it shared a lot of the same movement mechanics and stuff. From what
We
I could
also,
I
see.
think
the guy we were watching play was also nasty.
Oh yeah,
So-
I think I'm sure it was one of the developers. It was his 50th
I think we're
time
also
doing
used
demo.
to playing like Call of Duty first person shooters of late. So like everything's a lot more like, you know what I mean? So like
Yeah.
Doom's just like an easy comparison because it's
That's
that
good.
one's like, you know, it's Halo's a lot more run and gun.
Yeah,
For
There's
sure.
no tactics in Halo
nah,
campaign. Especially
just a whole
single player.
different fighting system. Yeah,
Yeah.
but then Dylan's over here getting his nut off too, dude. The new Fable, bro.
New Fable, son.
Bro, I'm mixing my nut with his, bro.
It's funny. Like right before we got our
Last
puppy,
cocktail.
right before we got
Ah.
our puppy. God damn, I started going hard on Fable 2, and then like right after that, they
Then
started.
I had a kid.
But no, then they started leaking all the announcements about like new Fables in development. It could be a Fable 4, could be a revamp, and then they come out with this announcement. What was it, like Wednesday, Tuesday?
Yeah, something like that.
When that
And,
frog ate that little fairy, I was like, bet.
I was like, perfect. I was like, they're keeping the comedy, they're keeping the
Yeah.
magic, they're keeping the landscapes. You see that six
Everything
at
yeah,
the end.
everything was very
Is it Bowerstone? We don't know.
well, it's
Maybe.
Bowerstone. Just
Well, I'm thinking it's Bowerstone. I would like to explore more of Albion in this thing, but you're gonna get me going.
it could be like much more medieval Albion.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm hoping for. Me and like everyone on Reddit really hopes it's about like sort of
Me and my boys.
me and my posse, son. It's
Me
uh,
and everyone on Reddit.
really hoping that it's about like pre-original Fable, like sort of like the guild in its peak.
Yeah, because I love the Fable franchise. All three games are great. I just hated it didn't age well in its own timeline with the revolution of its weaponry and
Shouts out Lionhead Studios.
It just got a little too big for its britches in terms of mechanics.
Plus, it was always a game that was overhyped. Like from Fable 1, it was always like it's going to
I
have all these things and this,
guess.
that, and this, and then it comes
Maybe
out and
after
it's
Fable
great.
1.
Well, that
After
was
Fable 1.
what was the name of the guy?
Oh, I don't remember the
his-
president of Lionhead.
Well, he was the dude who was always doing the
They
the
did
hype.
a lot of marketing.
yeah, but that's like one of his things with games.
Yeah.
Like bigger than Halo is he always comes out and says like it's going to do this and this because in one of the Fable games he was saying that every time an acorn like falls from a tree somewhere, like a new tree is going to grow where that like the world was supposed to be that real and then
Or was this the guy fucking doing that No Man's Sky game or some bullshit?
yeah.
Type
Yeah,
shit.
it's
That
like the
guy
same
fucking
shit.
lied about everything in that game.
Same shit. But at least in his defense, they had like 13 people in their studio. The Fable studios were like, at the
That's
time,
an
he was
even
talking
bigger
about
lie.
big
What do you mean in
studio.
his defense? Big ass lie.
I guess No Man's Sky is actually a pretty good game now too. Never played it. you
After
know.
like 5 years. No, but yeah,
better,
I think
better
there's
late
a
than
lot of
never.
updates. Yeah, they
Better late-
finally delivered everything they promised.
Yeah.
3 years
We've been
later.
waiting, dude.
Yeah, new
But-
Fable is being made by Playground Studios, which
Just Playhouse.
is it Playhouse? I think
I don't know, bro. I'm stoked.
Same folks that make Forza. I don't know what else they make, but it's going to be good.
Hopefully, it's
I'm
at least
stoked.
a pretty game. Then Forza is a beautiful looking game.
That's what I'm saying.
But that's
saying.
pretty much it, dude.
Jacob,
That's-
man.
What's up, dog?
Where can they get us if they want to talk video games and hockey, man?
Dude, please come talk video games with us at Talkin Sauce Pod. No underscore. Respect the underscore. Cancellation Cup playoffs start. Make sure to check that
Tonight.
out tonight.
Best of 3. I
Is it
didn't
a best of
realize.
3? Oh
yeah, I didn't
shit.
realize.
So that'll be cool. That'll be, you know what I'm saying. But get me at Jaccob, JAY_COBBB. Josh, where they get you at?
Teams TAABUZZ.
You can get Cody, CD_2187. Wish him well with his teeth. Dylan, where they get you at?
You can find me on Reddit and all my boys at Teabagsymum 69420 lowercase x capital X. Find all my new Fable ramblings on R Fable. Find pictures of my new guitar on R Paul Reed Smith and R Guitars. Shouts out. Have a great week. Thanks for being with us.